Hey friends, welcome back. Thank you for joining me today. I am sharing what I am sending out to my partner and Loka. I'll link her information below. And this is a swap, autumn swap hosted by Sandy521 Lake Street over on IG. And the requirements are to include 1 shaker, 2 embellishments, 5 die cuts, 1 beaded tool, 1 crafter's choice, and 2 crafty goodies. So here is a paper collection I purchased from Etsy, and I made a little baggie out of it, and inside I included a lip balm, and I added a little dangle. And then here in the front is a little baggie that I included the 5 die cuts, and I attached the a little tag, and this is also purchased from Etsy. It says Happy Fall. And then here is an extra embellishment I made, and this is such a fun little cart. It says Fall Festival, and I added a pumpkin and a sunflower, and this is a clip that's going to hold everything together in the front. And this is my pocket holder, and excuse me, I'm going to have a hard time putting this back together, but I included some fillers, and everything looks really good tied together. So here, starting off with this first filler, I made a rosette and just added a stick, and this I had in my stash. And then inside the pocket, I was able to include everything that I made for her. So here are my crafter's choice. I did 2 bag toppers, and then I did maybe about 3 layers. So here on the top are just different layers of leaves and a couple sentiments at autumn and leaves crunching, and then just different ruffles in the background there. And then I added a some ribbon trim, and then here on the bottom says pumpkin spice season, added a gnome and just different layers of paper, and then a doily. I enjoy making bag toppers, they're fun. And then here is the shaker, one of the requirements, and excuse me, it says fall, and I added a paper bow and then some green leaves behind that. So I made an extra one. This is such a fun hot air balloon, and this I added a sentiment, it says love, and then the bow topper was made from Marianne's Craft Corner, and then I added a sunflower. And then here I did added extra. This is our some rosettes, and I left them plain so that way the recipient could embellish them as she wishes. And then here is another filler, and then so here is the pot holder, and I purchased this one from Hobby Lobby last year on clearance. And then we are to include a beaded tool, and then here I did a pokey tool, a pokey tool and a pin to match that. And then we are to include 2 crafty goodies. I do not have that here with me, but if you go check out Anne, you can see her unboxing. And I think that's everything. Yes, so thank you friends for taking the time to watch, and Sandy for hosting another great swap. And friends, thank you again for stopping by. Catch you guys on next video. Bye.